Throughout the years of Yu-Gi-Oh, there has always been an established meta. And that meta goes on to influence what people typically play at the larger events. But what if you took a list of every deck from the September 2011 meta, randomized them, and put them into their own single elimination bracket tournament, allowing for exactly one of every different type of deck to be represented? In this series, Joe and I will be playing out a full single elimination bracket tournament. Each week, Joe and I will be playing a different deck, and whatever deck wins will move on, and whatever deck loses will be eliminated. The goal of this series is to see if the traditional meta will reign supreme, or if a new champion will be crowned. Be prepared for jank winning, meta losing, and for the format as we know it to be turned upside down. Welcome to the Tournament of Tournaments.
Alright, so this week I have a deck called Volcanic Heroes. It's a deck that combines Elemental Heroes and the Volcanic package. I actually think the Volcanic package is historically one of the more underrated strategies, having a 1900 that tutors out a card that on its own doesn't necessarily seem all that great, but honestly Blaze Accelerator is not the worst. I honestly think you probably only need one copy, because this can search from the graveyard, but regardless, it's a deck that has a lot of built-in card advantage with Volcanic Rocket and then Volcanic Shell. This deck doesn't have Wing Blast and some of the other cards that utilize Volcanic Shell's tutor effect to search multiple copies, basically mitigating the discard cost of cards like Raigeki Break and Wing Blast, but it still gets some strategy here. You get Future Fusion that can dump the hero plus Volcanic Shell. You can use the Volcanic Shells for Blaze Accelerator's actual effect. Deck also has Wildfire in it. It's an interesting card. It is entirely reliant on actually having Blaze Accelerator, but it's basically a quick play Dark Hole that summons a 1,000 token at the end. Kind of cool. You also get to play, obviously, the hero cards like Miracle Fusion, Gemini Spark. You don't get to play Hero Blast and some of the other hero cards. You do have to make some cuts, but it's an interesting strategy. Nova Master was a new release in Generation Force, so it's a cool deck. We'll see how it goes. I've never actually played this deck, but I've obviously played a lot of heroes, so curious to see how it goes.
I feel completely recharged.
That sounds like Mr. Krabs.
All right, we're playing Batterymen today, and if you're watching this right now on upload, then it is less than 24 hours until the registration for Tengu Mania 2, our Tengu Plant Format Tournament, closes. So you want to get in that free entry $200+ prize pool. And if you're thinking right now, but Tyler, I don't have a deck. Well, I got good news for you. You go to tcgrewind.com, you go to the 2011 format, you find any deck that you think looks fun, you click the download link, bada bing, you got a deck. So now you can play. So make sure you do that before the event closes. It ends at noon Eastern time is when registration, or when the tournament begins, but registration closes at 11 a.m. before that. So make sure you get that submitted, guys. I want to see y'all out there. That being said, if you've seen History of Jank, you know that MBT piloted this exact list. This is the one from our website, so he did exactly that. And yeah, it's basically Batteryman. You've probably seen these cards before, but we'll go over them. We got Industrial Strength. This is kind of like its own BLS. Banish 2 to summon it, 2 Batterymen to summon it. Then you can banish a Thunder monster to pop either a monster and a spell, and it has to do both. So that's an important detail. Fuel Cell can summon itself if there's 2 Batterymen on the field, and can tribute another Batteryman to bounce a card. Charger lets you special summon a Batteryman from deck. And then Micro Cell is like the best card in the deck. It says when it's flipped, you get a special summon a level 4 or lower Batteryman from your deck. So kind of like a Gravekeeper Spy feel. But also after it was flipped, if it's destroyed by battle, you get to draw a card. So not only does it replace itself with a monster, it also lets you draw a card, which means this card is actually kind of nuts. It's what makes this deck honestly playable. Then we have Batteryman AAA. So this card is like a 1-card Utopia. Basically, it lets you special summon a Batteryman monster from your hand or your grave, or a AAA from your hand or grave. So it basically is just a 1-card rank 4. We have Glow Up Bulb in here, so we can make it a 1-card like Trish. If you summon this and then you use Glow Up Bulb's effect, you can make a Trishula, which I think is pretty cool. And then lastly, we have Batteryman D. This is so you can summon it off Microcell and then wall off cards like Thunder King or even like Elemental Heroes. Like anything with 1900, it lets you wall it off, which is why Batteryman D isn't bad. And then we have the Tour Guide package and Sangan, just so we have Darks for BLS. Makes sense, and especially because we're banishing a bunch of Batteryman. This deck also includes 3 battery chargers, so 3 Monster Reborns, and then a Gotham's Emergency Call. So once you get these guys in the graveyard, you can kind of just keep bringing them back. So there's a lot of extenders that this deck has, and it feels pretty good. It's really not that bad. I'm excited to be playing it. One other combo I want to mention is in the event that your opponent tries to play around Microcell, if you flip it up and special summon a AAA and then you have the Glow Up Bulb in hand, you can normal the Glow Up Bulb and you can synchro with the AAA for 5 into Librarian and then synchro with the Microcell with the Glow Up Bulb effect into Formula. So you get a draw 2 combo, which is kind of a nice punish in the event that your opponent tries to avoid attacking into Microcell. They just leave it. But yeah, overall, really cool deck. Looking forward to playing it. So without further ado, let's get into those games. All right, Tournament of Tournaments, episode 12. Joe, you're getting to pilot one of my infamous homebrews of Volcanic Heroes. I'm a big fan of the deck. How you feel about it after seeing the list?
It looks interesting. It has an interesting trap lineup, but we'll definitely see. I obviously like decks that have heroes. I always think Volcanic Shell was an underappreciated and underutilized card, all things considered, throughout more than just, maybe not necessarily 2011 per se, but most 2007, 8, 9, 10. I think there were times where it had some potential. Maybe not all those times, but
yeah, for sure. I got the dub last time, so what'd you take? I'll
okay,
lose.
I'm gonna go paper.
All right. Well, let's see if my battery boys can do something.
All right.
Huh. That's a lot of back row. All right. I'll draw for turn. I think I will. Let's go Tour Guide and attempt to activate the effect.
Just thinking for a second.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay, that's a pretty good one. I'll set a card and pass back to you.
All right, draw. Attack.
19 to the mouth.
Go.
Draw. I will set a monster and pass you. The intimidation, but it's actually Batteryman D.
All right, go.
Alright, I'll draw for turn. I will go main phase. I'll normal summon Thunder King.
Yep.
I will swing for 19. Nice. Is there a Blaze Accelerator in my future? No. Rocket Summon is fine. Oof. I'll take it. We don't let you get the accelerator. Draw. Alright. Normal Tour Guide. Attempt to activate effect. Yeah, that's fine. Set a mystery card and pass. One day I'll have a Tour Guide resolve, and it'll be really epic. Alright, duality's fine.
Okay, definitely not wildfire. That doesn't do anything whatsoever. I guess I'll
True.
get reborn.
Sure.
Go.
Alright. I'll draw for turn, and I'm going to tribute Tour Guide for Charger and activate his effect.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. I'll get the fuel cell.
Yep.
I actually just have game on board if that's a dead back row. I can't remember if your build plays Mirror Force. I gotta look it up.
It plays Deep Prison and Torrential.
Okay, so no Mirror Force. Okay, I will. We're gonna tribute to bounce.
Yep.
And then I'll activate Charger and pay 5. And we'll special summon back Charger.
I guess I have to do this.
Ooh. Alright. Well, in that case, I will just swing for 21. Set another card, and yeah, I'll pass.
Standby main.
Yep. I have to solemn that. So, 20. I'm bad at math. 2,800. I'm not bad at math. I'm actually a
Yeah,
genius.
that worked. Effect.
Effect is fine. Place accelerator activation is fine. Yeah. R.I.P.
Okay. All right. So I guess I'll pay 500 to search.
All right.
What does your deck play for traps? Torrential. So you definitely don't have that portable thing. Yeah, you could have activated it for game. So you don't have portable cell thing set. You don't have road. You probably have torrential. And Book of Moon. That would make sense. So I guess I'll do this. Say go.
All right. I'll drop return. Oh, that's an interesting.
Thinking on draw for a sec.
Oh, okay.
I just need to read a card. All right, we're good.
All right. We'll go into main phase.
Yep.
I am going to activate Foolish Burial.
Okay, what is your deck Foolish Burial for? Glow Up Ball? Alright, yeah, that's good.
Good.
Or are you gonna like summon Batteryman AAA or something?
Yeah, we'll dump the AAA.
I see.
And I'll normal AAA and activate the effect. Is there a thingy in my future? I figured there was a thingy in my future. I will Pot of Avarice.
Yeah.
2,
Okay, so probably
3, 4, and let's do 5. Go ahead. $1,900.
Okay, go.
In your end phase, I'll MST that.
Yeah, that was a good draw.
It was a good draw. Oh, it was a very good draw. All right. Normal summon. Attempt to activate the effect.
Okay.
Again?
Thinking here.
Okay. See your own torrential.
No, not quite. I'm trying to see like what your deck can do from here. You play what, 2 of these fuel cells? So you have 1 left. I guess otherwise you're going into a rank mod. Okay, we're good.
All right. I think what I will do, overlay into, make the Utopia. Actually, I won't go Utopia. I'm gonna go Zenmeister.
Okay.
So same beefy boy, but now I shall banish these 2 and special summon the Industrial Strength. Is the summon of Industrial Strength okay?
Yeah, priority?
I have nothing. I can't declare.
Oh, okay. We're
Right?
good.
Alright, well, I'm gonna detach the Zenmeister to set the Zenmeister. Then I will use...
I'm thinking on that real quick.
okay. I'll put him in attack since I don't know if this is resolving.
I'm gonna chain this.
Yeah. That's fine.
Okay, hopefully your sets are book and torrential because you can't torrential that.
No!
That's chain link 2, no torrential.
Yeah. Yeah, you got it.
Are they book torrential?
It actually is straight book torrential.
All right. Can't book
Yeah.
a token. Chain link 2, can't torrential.
Yeah, I was tempted. I was gonna try to play around it, but it was either I summoned Industrial Strength, and I guess I could have forced the torrential there. Maybe it was better to do that in reverse order. Go Industrial Strength first, then you have to torrent, or I guess not torrential. Wildfire. Yeah, I probably should have done that reverse order, but it's fine. Tragic. Oh, it's such a tough debate because if that's anything else, then it's better to do it in the order I did. But maybe, I don't know. Maybe I was wrong. Fuck. Game 2.
All right, we'll give this a shot, I guess.
Believe I can make a sick turn 1 play. It's actually not terrible. I'll set a card and pass. Such a cruel world we live in.
Yeah, I can't have that resolved, so...
Well, let's go tour guide and attempt to activate the effect. One day I'll have a tour guide resolve.
Someday.
Baz.
Effect.
Effect is fine. That's a scurry card.
I will attack.
Alright.
Alright, so what, you're gonna summon Cyber Dragon? Beside those in. Go.
Why'd you play that that Blaze Accelerator there?
I could be bluffing.
Yeah. Hopefully you're bluffing Starlight Road too, because we're dropping this. Okay, it's the Judgment. That's somewhat better. But
I
now
mean,
I
road,
guess
yeah.
I have to probably just walk right into this wildfire here, which is a bit unfortunate. Activate effect.
Yep.
Alright. I think I have to do this, and it just feels so bad. Detach. Enter battle phase.
Oh, hold on. I'm lagging.
Oh,
I'm gonna enter out and come back in. Okay, now
okay,
I'm
now
back.
you're back. Alright,
Okay.
so we summoned Leviathan
Detach is
Dragon.
good. Detach is good.
Okay. Attempt to enter battle phase.
Yep.
Attack.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I didn't think I'd get this far. Main 2. Pass.
Search.
Yeah. Search is fine.
Go.
Damn, no Nova Master, huh? Pretty. I think I'm gonna detach.
Sure.
Make him a big boy. Let's swing over for 12.
12.
Main 2, I'll set a back row. And I think I'll just pass. Duality's fine. Oh.
What are these
Oh my.
cards?
Can't say I'm a fan of that guy.
Okay. Good.
I see. There's no shot it's worth going. This. I feel like I have to do something, but I'm almost certain that's a wildfire set, which is why it's very frustrating. You know what? Okay, this is best plan. I'm gonna foolish.
Yeah. And summon Batteryman.
I'm gonna dump fuel cell. Oops.
Okay.
Dump the fuel cell to grave. I'll activate charger and pay 500.
Resolves.
Attempt to enter battle phase.
Yeah, I have to.
Yeah, okay. There we go. We got it. Let's get your token. And I will set a card and pass.
So the only targets from Microcell are AAA and Batteryman D.
Correct.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I'll special summon this guy, and I'll draw a card. Draw. Okay. Interesting. Guess we'll go for it. I'm gonna banish these two for industrial strength.
Summon is fine.
Okay. I am going to normal summon Microcell.
Oh, I see. I need to think for a second.
Sure.
Fuel cell, is that what this means? The other fuel cell. Okay, so so I think I have to super poly here. Because if you summon fuel cell, I mean, do I care if you summon fuel cell? Kind of lose to an extender either way. If you summon fuel cell, so you summon that and then you activate its effect. Okay, but if you just enter battle phase and attack, you can save it to main phase 2 because you threaten by attacking the token. So I have to super poly now. Okay.
It's fine. And I will pass.
Really? You don't have game? That's crazy. Okay. You're just gonna AAA next turn, so it doesn't matter. If you just summoned him, I guess. No, if you had AAA, you would have summoned AAA, because then I can't stop fuel cell. Okay, so your hand is
Batteryman
fuel
mind
cell.
games.
Yeah, so you have fuel cell. I guess it's better just to summon that for a million different reasons. Okay.
I will take
18.
draw. So sad. God dang it.
Just all fuel cells and chargers, hopefully.
No. I mean, Charger would be nuts. Charger would just win me the game. But unfortunately, I think I just lose. I really don't think there's anything I can do.
How does
So
Charger win you the
awkward.
game? What extender do you have that isn't already game?
I think it's just game.
Oh,
I just
I'm
need
talking
any...
about. Okay, I'm talking about the big Charger, like
What
the
big Charger?
Batteryman Charger, the level 5 that searches.
Oh, the level 5? No,
Yeah.
no.
Oh yeah, the spell I've been dead to for many turns.
Yeah, it's literally, this is the hand. I don't think I can do anything with it. It's like, I top the judgment. I literally need any,
Yeah.
like I have 3 Thunder King in main. I need any card over, over 700 attack that's a light, and I just don't have one. It was so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
I
think. I
put
think it's due.
the Shining in defense to play around Honest
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
previous
Well,
turn.
there was nothing I could. I mean, there was just no monster I could ever honest outside of industrial strength. And so the
Yeah.
only thing I could think of is if I went on the last turn, it'd be when I had microcell in attack, and then I had this guy, is that you would let me summon fuel cell. Because in the event that you let me summon fuel cell, no matter who you super poly, it's completely irrelevant.
Yeah.
Right? I just need something over to swing over. So
Yeah,
I
because
was
you go to
hoping
battle
that you
phase.
would. Yeah,
I
so
was thinking through this exact situation because then you just go to battle phase and attack over the alias, and it forces me to super poly. But then you have either the pop or the spin in main phase too. This is the exact situation that I was thinking about.
yeah. So it was tricky, but I felt like I had to go for it because I felt like if I just passed or like set microcell pass, I feel like I'm just setting myself up to just get OTK'd through the super poly, right? Like if you attack in and then you super poly in battle phase, I don't think I could have survived. I think it would have been enough damage because I mean I was at 56, so like
Yeah.
yeah. So like if I just have microcell, I can block 2 attacks, but I think it's still game because it would
Maybe
be
you could have
like,
honest attacked the Shining, like when I summoned it there, and just like attacked over it.
with microcell.
Yeah, and then honest, because then you pass back to me. And I mean, if I didn't have another monster, which you didn't know that I didn't, like you didn't know if I had any, I would have to put the token into attack to attack over it.
Yeah.
And then I'm dead to a lot of cards from that point. Now, granted, I would have just summoned Alias and attacked, but I think you actually would have got like a whole nother draw phase out of that.
Yeah. Does it matter? Not really. No, it was a charger. So I mean I just needed a like something awkward. Yeah. I don't know, it was just such a tough spot to be in because I feel like there's so many things I lost to, but I just needed one card to win. It felt tough. But you know that be Batteryman. It is a bit of a jankier deck. It's a bit harder to pull off, so I'm not surprised. But I mean, honestly, the Volcanic Hero deck, it looked good. It looked like it was an enjoyable time. He kind of had control for the whole time, and the triple vanities feels really good in that deck specifically because of the fact that all your monsters are just so big. You can
I
just
actually
kind of
sided
sit
them
on them.
all out.
Oh, really?
I actually sided all of them out. Yeah, I just felt like when you put in the third MST, I didn't like vanities that much for the longest time when MST was so rampant because the games typically went on for multiple turns after emptiness and just the blowout potential was so high. I felt like it's unnecessary. Like, I feel like against your deck, as long as I kill your normal summons and make you never able to tribute summon and not be able to establish board presence, and I kind of have to preemptively flip it against your best 2 with BLS and the big guy, Industrial, so it's obviously good against the spell and the Call of the Haunted summon 2 back, but it seemed, like I felt like Super Poly, honestly, was a little bit more versatile.
Oh yeah, Super Poly was definitely better. I mean, Super Poly has to be a side because like there's so many darks in this format, but against a deck that has lights, it's really really nuts. That and I mean, I have Vannies in there for this deck specifically, just for the plant match because I think it gives you a favorable matchup into plants and like even agents, but and chaos. It's really good on the chaos, but. Yeah, like into more off meta things, it's definitely less good. But I think against those decks, it's decent. But yeah, I don't disagree with siding it out. It's not that like you're hitting tour guide at best on my deck. But yeah, damn, quick 2-0. Can't say I'm too surprised, but you know there's still some pretty intense matches. Honestly, I felt it. So
yeah, it's good games.
All right, guys. That wraps it up for this episode of Tournament of Tournaments. I am completely surprised we never saw a single Nova Master in that game, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, overall, it was a really fun time. As a reminder, we release new episodes of this series every single Friday. So make sure you are subscribed and tuned in to that. But as always, thank you so much for watching and make sure you guys have a great time dueling today.